Welcome back to my channel, everyone. So I've come back clear-headed and I'm going to crack on with the floor today. Now, I bought the same flooring as last time, believe it or not, but I've got a darker grey because having second thoughts, the time I chuck my bikes and things in the back, it's going to get a bit dirty, so I didn't want the white floor to show up every mark. What I'm going to do is climb in the back and crack on. But before I do that, please hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and yeah, let's get on with it. Is it possible to climb through a caddy? It is. Look at that. First thing I'm going to do is use my chalk line to go from the central point of the floor all the way to the back of the van, and then I can work off of that. Better sharpen my pencil first. Just broke all the leads. Probably not ideal sharpening it in there, but it's got to be done. About there. I think this has got any chalk in it, but doesn't matter. This is probably the biggest bodge job I've ever done. Got no bloody chalk. Gonna mark my own line along the centre and just follow that. That's about right. Right, so the idea is I'm going to go from front to back, do my cuts and then keep going up and down. I'm not so fussed about having perfect staggers, I just want them to be staggered, not a straight line like last time. Quick sweep, look. Beautiful. What I'm going to do, follow the arrows that way, and then as we go up and down, we'll be good. So let's start again. Look at that, following the line, lovely. Right, I want a few millimetre overhang on the threshold at the back, so I think you can just turn it around, and then I can just work out a little few mil, not too much. And if we go like there, and then all I need is a straight edge. And then I'm going to have to cut it with my concave blades, which I've got here. Right, this is going to be my straight edge. I can barely see anything though. I think that's about right. Let's get my dog and bone just to get some light on. There we go. The only problem with having the light this side, and I'm in the van because it's pissing down with rain. So I can't actually see what on earth I'm doing. Apparently that's how easy it cuts. Nice straight cut, look at that, beautiful. And then carry on sticking it this way, like so. Quite impressed with that. Keep following the line, right on the edge. Come on my son, we can do it. She's going down a treat. I'm going to use a nice full length now. I know I'm probably going to be wasting more than I need to, but I'd rather get it right on the night. Pushing that nice and tight in there, and stick it down. We should get no nasty joints like that. And this time we're not going straight across the middle, which makes a big difference, I must say. These look like they're threaded in. It could be drill job, innit? Before I drill that out, it's got to be an orange juice and croissant break, innit? Just has to be raining. Lovely. Coming out. Yay. Metal shavings everywhere. Love it. Right, what I'm going to do is just lay this in, and I'm going to mark out how I'm going to do the cuts. Sort of want to come off of that edge there. It's just going to get a bit tricky because of this section around here. But we'll see. I might have to template that. Just going to wedge some cardboard in. See what we can come up with. Trying to trim it into that. Just mark where I did this so I know. Right, that's where I started it. And then I'll have to cut that out, so I'll just mark it onto this. I'm going to do this with my concave knife. I think what we'll do as well, we'll change that blade because they don't last forever. I did a little mark just here, so then if I offer that up to there, because that's where I was, then we can just mark out. Looks about right. Right, this isn't the easiest to cut out because it's grey and the pencil's grey. It's bloody hard to see what I'm doing. Oh yeah. Wasn't too bad actually, what's all the fuss about? Have a look, now we can put that up. Lovely stuff. All I've got to do now, cut from here all the way down and along, just to allow for this step. Right, that's all trimmed in nice. What I'm going to do now is mark around this tie down loop. I want to be able to fold that in as well. Why do I feel like this just wants to go straight for your fingers? Oh, look at that, textbook. Right, we can stick this bit down now. Oh no, we can't, got to take them screw heads out. Bloody hell, mate, what's going on? I don't want to see them again. Right, this bit's got soaked, so that ain't gonna be getting put down just yet. What we do, we just mark out, before I stick that one down, mark out the next piece all the way down here. So that's gonna need a template as well. Right, and then what we've got to do is obviously template now. Right, that template is absolutely mustard. Just got to cut it out onto this panel here. Really hard to see. Hopefully that's right. Moment of truth. Right, this one's a little bit tight, but I think that's not a bad thing, because all we've got to do is just take like a little section out of the side, to just do it bit by bit with my knife. Right, to like take extra out, what I'm doing is just using my knife just to score little bits out, which I just made with the pencil mark. It's not too much, because I've got to do it just gradually. It takes time, but it should be alright then. I just realised I've got my tie down loop there, so I'm going to have to do another cut on that. On the edge of that. Okay, right, just cut that out. This panel has had quite a lot of bloody cuts on it, so get this in before I break it and have to redo it again. Let's go down this way first, and then down. There we go. That is down, lovely. And then I've got my loop. I'm going to paint all in this whole grey as well, just to make it a lot nicer, but I still wanted the tied down loops obviously, so that's why I've cut that out. Right, she's all scribed out, just doing it with my standing knife, and see I've got like bits of stuff everywhere. Took a lot of time, but it's worth it, because you'll see in a second just how it looks when I stick it back down. I hope you can see this, because this is tricky. Right, that is in, look at that. I don't know how I've done it, but it's in. Perfect. Right, I need to have a good tidy up in here and crack on with the rest. A bit time consuming, but the finish is so far so good, so can't complain. Right, this is final piece to the jigsaw puzzle. Now, what I'm going to do is stick this down, but there is a little section that looks like it wants a sliver of flooring on it. I don't know how I feel about trying to cut it out, because it is really, really tight. So what I may end up doing is just painting that edge along here. As you can see, there's a tiny bit. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. I've got some grey paint, and I'll probably just paint that edge so you don't notice it. I'll see. You know what? I'm going to cut a sliver out on that. It's only a little bit. I just didn't think it'd be worth it, but I suppose it is. Right, let's see. This is one I made earlier. That'd do lovely. I think this is actually the final piece. It's not in the best condition. I did just give it a little bit of a clean up. There we go. I should have really put my gloves on for this. It's filthy. Giving these the wire brush treatment. Did the old rust on them? Over my new floor. I'm so bloody clumsy, I tell you. Just typical, innit? Look at the state of these. They are not going back in. So I'll have to buy some new bolts for that. Look at the bloody state of them. Rusted up. Never mind. One back in. Oh yeah, she's in there. Lost that cap. I don't think it ever had one. Right, so that is the flooring all done in the van. There's only a couple more little things I need to do, and that is get the bolts for these, and then I need to also just do a little bit of paint around where you can see the ply through those cutouts. But to be honest, that's just me being a bit of a perfectionist. All along the door there, I don't think I'll need to put the threshold back, because that's nice and neat. I'll just have to put a little bit of paint there. But yeah, overall I am really happy with how this has turned out, considering I ruined the last load. But what I've done here, I staggered it in the middle, which is what I wanted to do. So I'm really happy with that. And there we have it. all done, all nice and neat. I think that's going to be it for today's video. I'm so happy this is done. It's literally taken me best part of a day to finish. But if you are new to my channel, please do subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and if you want to support the channel, I've got Slow Van stickers, and I've also got some key tags coming soon which I'm going to show you. But yeah, that's it for today, and I will see you all again soon for the next one. Thanks for watching.